What's good? What it do? Y'all already know who it is. It's Mr. UKNOOo TV up in this mug. You heard me? Now check this out, right? Y'all already know I gotta thank everybody for liking, watching, sharing, and for leaving y'all feedback in the comments section. You heard? I appreciate and I salute every last one of y'all. Now for those that's not subscribed, please hit me with a subscribe. You know what I mean? If you're feeling the content. If not, hit me with a like so they can suggest this video out to other viewers. You dig? Now, the Biden crime family is about to go down. They about to take them down, man. They about to take the Bidens down, man. But y'all already know, man. Before I get into any of that, you know I gotta get into this, right? Right?
I ride around with the pistol on the side. I throw it down, put the dollar to the sky. We coming through, you niggas gotta hide. What it do, you know it's homicide.
Spitting reckless thoughts got me feeling hectic. That's life for your ass, grow up fast. Learn the ways in these streets, envy's always lurking. Devil's out, weak soul searching.
Yes, sir, and I'm back like cook. Y'all already know. Now, yo, we gotta get into this, man, because this is, you know what I mean? This right here is crazy. This right here is crazy. Word, man. Hold on for a sec. Yeah, now let's get into this, yo.
Now recognizes Mr. Johnson from Louisiana.
I'm so grateful for that segue from Mr. Golden because we're about to talk about hard evidence here. It's really ironic this hearing is covering the left's censorship of opposing viewpoints, and you've all seen it on display all day long. They've been doing exactly that. They've been trying to bully and defame our witnesses and try to cover up their opinions. They actually began the hearing with a motion to prevent them from testifying. You can't make this stuff up. It's on broad display for everybody. They did the same thing yesterday in the hearing with the IRS whistleblowers. You know why? Because the Democrats are panicked right now. They're panicked because it's impossible to cover up the inescapable conclusions of the last few weeks. Let me give you two of them. First, one, the hard evidence, Mr. Goldman and everybody else, now proves that the Biden family is hopelessly corrupt and has apparently engaged in a long pattern of extortion, bribery, influence peddling, and tax fraud and staggering abuses of power. And number two,
you hear that? You hear that? They ain't all goody, man. They is not all goody. None of them that's in that high power, they all crooked.
Highlighting here today that we now know that a growing list of the most important executive branch agencies of the Biden administration are in on it. They've also been corrupted. They've been weaponized to help cover all this up, the first family's crimes. When we summarize all this stuff, it sounds like a premise of a dystopian novel or something, but it's actually happening right now on our watch. This is not conspiracy theories, this is evidence. Our hearing today is to put a spotlight on one more of these incredible avenues of unprecedented corruption and government cover-up. And here again, a federal court has just affirmed all that hard evidence. It proves that the White House, the Department of Justice, and the FBI, among other agencies, threatened and coerced the social media platforms to censor and suppress disfavored viewpoints and conservatives' social media posts online.
Of course, man. Of course. Like, they doing some hacking joint that they're able to get your votes without you even voting and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They know the ways that they're doing things, man. And, yo, listen. Him and his son been doing so much dirt. You know what I mean? It's bad, yo. His son bringing drugs in the White House. You know what I mean? You always see him online. You know what I mean? Doing drugs, sniffing up in all type of joint with his friends, or they making fun of him. You know what I mean? It's dumb, man. He's dumb. And Biden, all he do is sleep.
I'm grateful we have with us today two individuals, Mr. Kennedy and Ms. Harris, who are directly impacted by that censorship, and the third, Mr. Sauer, who we're about to speak with. serving as lead counsel in the landmark lawsuit against the federal government on this issue. Let's talk facts. The American people are not aware of the magnitude of this case, Mr. Sauer, and its profound implications, because most of the mainstream media is in on it too, and they're trying to bury the story. In brief, in May of last year, the attorneys general of my state, Louisiana, and the state of Missouri filed suit in U.S. District Court of the Western District of Louisiana. This blatant censorship. They went after the blatant censorship by the Biden White House in 9 of its federal agencies. 2 weeks ago on Independence Day, the district court issued a truly extraordinary 155-page court opinion, a ruling granting the plaintiff's request for preliminary injunction. Mr. Sauer, your lead counsel in that litigation. You referenced some in your opening statement, but let's do it again here because they don't seem to be paying attention. Can you give a summary again of some of the key components of that?
Of course they ain't gonna be paying attention. You think they're gonna pay attention? Even half of the people who are in there don't want to pay attention because half of them in there is doing crookedness. It's doing foulness. Everything is shady, man. Our government, everything is all shady, man. They all got their own agenda, this politics. You know what I mean? They got their own agenda, whether it's the governor, the president, the mayor, the executive president. You know what I mean? All of them got their own agenda on what they want to do. But they feed you this crap so you can vote for them, not knowing they're not going to do anything you say they're going to do. And they find another way as a scheme to make money. Come on, man. And then try to cover it up. Like always. Try to cover it up.
The opinion and the basis for it. I know you mentioned there were 82 pages of detailed factual findings, right?
That is correct. 82 pages, 577 citations of the record evidence. That evidence is drawn from about 20,000 pages of the government's own communications with social media platforms and 6 full-length depositions of senior federal officials with first-hand knowledge of federal censorship practices.
It's absolutely staggering. And now they've tried to bury this and say, well, the Fifth Circuit entered a temporary administrative stay. They granted an expedited briefing and oral argument, however, for August 10th. What's the impact of that? Isn't that routine practice in the Fifth Circuit?
That's a direct quote from the recent Fifth Circuit decision, N. Ray Abbott, which is cited in my written testimony.
Yeah.
It's legally incorrect, clearly legally incorrect to describe them as vacating the injunction, which has happened multiple times.
They either don't know the law or, I don't know, they're trying to obscure the facts. That's a theme around here. The White House and the fellow Democrats disputed almost none of the factual findings in the court. Isn't that
I bet it is a theme around there, and I bet they cannot find none of them facts over there. They mysteriously went missing. Come on. Man. And then, when they do come out with these conferences, most of the time it's like 3 a.m. in the morning and 2:30 a.m. where they think most of the world is asleep, but no, not sleeping. You know what I mean? There's still some parts of the U.S. where the time is behind us, like California. You know what I mean? So it's still like their normal time. So, still towards late night, but it's like 11 something at night over there. You know what I mean? If it's 7:30 at night here, it's like 4:30 over there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, they ain't slick, man. They ain't slick.
right?
So far, we've had 2 emergency stay motions from the Department of Justice, one in the district court, one in the Court of Appeals. And what really struck me in reading those is they just don't dispute those 82 pages of factual findings. Almost none of them are directly disputed in what they've filed so far.
So at the very beginning of this lengthy opinion, the court explains the staggering scope of the government censorship uncovered here. At page 2, the court explains, quote, if the allegations made by the plaintiffs are true, the present case arguably involves the most massive attack on free speech in United States history. The court called it dystopian, Orwellian. How broad has this attack been? How many Americans have been censored, do you think?
There's judicial findings again and again in the opinion of millions of American voices silenced by these efforts.
And it had profound impacts. We know, we just saw the poll and the data that's been entered here, facts, not conjecture, that it probably changed the outcome of the election. The court noted.
They say, oh, vote. Yeah, your vote counts. No, it don't. Your vote don't count, man. They just having us vote to make it seem like we doing something, make it seem like we're a part of this. You know what I mean? What we actually say do matter, when they already know who's going to be the next president and this and that. They already know who they got in line to do that. We just on, I voted. Your vote don't mean shit. You know what I mean? If it does, then half of the presidents that we had wasn't even supposed to be in office. You know what I mean? Like, come on, how Biden won this? He wasn't supposed to win this. He was old as dirt, so they like, you know what, let's let him become president before he died in his lifetime. He's walking around basically like a zombie, half dead.
That they suppressed, among other topics, the Hunter Biden laptop story, and the court noted, not you, not me, not Republicans, that millions of Americans were not exposed to that story. Had they been, we know they might have voted differently. We'll never be able to unwind history, but wow, I mean, the profound impacts. What are some of the other categories of speech that the government suppressed with its unconstitutional scheme?
Well, the court made findings on that. I just quote them: opposition to COVID-19 vaccines, opposition to COVID-19 masking and lockdowns, the lab leak theory of COVID-19, opposition to President Biden's policies, statements that the Hunter Biden laptop story was true, opposition to the policies of government officials in power. All were suppressed. And that's just some examples, many other examples in the court's findings and in the discovery in the case.
I so wish I weren't out of time. I yield back.
Of course they all were suppressed. Come on. They know exactly what they doing, man. They know what they doing. Y'all think these government officials don't know what they doing? Yes, they clearly know what they doing, man. Trying to silence us, everything. You know what I mean? As I said, man, our votes really don't matter. Because they know who they want. They already have this person picked, man. This person been picked already. You know what I mean? They just want to see what we think. And then it's, nah, well, we're going to pick this person anyway. You know what I mean? Come on, man. But yo, let me know what y'all think about this, man. Definitely leave y'all input in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this, you know what I mean? It's about that time for me to slide on up out of here. You know what I mean? Football is back. Yes. My team playing today. Patriots all day, every day. You heard me? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Make sure to like. And y'all already know, man. Subscribe, you heard? It's Mr. UKNOOo TV. Ow.
Why they tryna knock me off my fucking grind? Why these bitches always hating all the time? Why they lame niggas tryna stop the shine? Cause I be on my shit. These niggas hating.